All right, so we've done our free chlorine, our combined chlorine. The next test that we're going to do is pH. pH is a lot more straightforward than the combined chlorine or the free chlorine. It's a one-step test. So we're going to take our sample again, 12 inches below the surface. We're filling on the large comparator up to the same line that we did for the chlorine test. And again, we want to make sure that the meniscus for that is right on the line. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our reagent R004, which is the phenol red, and we are going to put 5 drops of the phenol red in there. Again, when we're done, put the cap on, put it back in the test kit so it doesn't become contaminated. So in the first segment, I talked about the importance of your cap. The first test for the chlorine, we didn't need the cap, but this one we do. So we want to make sure we have that cap. We don't want to use our thumb. We're going to put the cap on. We're going to invert the sample a few times so we get a consistent color. And then you can see there's a color comparator on here. This is the color of our sample. This is the color comparator. And what you want to do is you want to hold that sample up to a neutral background and compare the color of your sample to the color that you get on the pH chart. So for the sake of this exercise, we're getting a very bright pink color that's 8.0 or even higher. Again, I just put some liquid bleach in this container in order to get some test results, and that liquid bleach has a very high pH. So the pH is higher than the scale that we want to have for a safe swimming pool right here based on that test. So the state requirement is 7.2 to 7.8. We got a test of 8.0 or higher because that's as high as the sample comparator goes. So again, we'd be above the standard. We'd shut down the pool, adjust the chemistry by adding an acid to lower the pH, and then once we were testing back in range, then we could open the pool back up. So that's the pH test, very simple. 5 drops, compare the color. Again, when we're done, take off the cap. We're gonna rinse the cap, make sure there's no reagent on that. Dump out the sample, and again, rinse our comparator to make sure we don't contaminate it on the next go around. And that is the pH test.